just came off the road as a semi-truck driver and going to be starting as a drive-away driver. Basically, you pick up a semi, school bus, city bus, boom truck, straight truck, coach, ambulance, fire truck, RV, or even just a normal car/truck. You pick up the keys, papers, and inspect the vehicle before heading off. You do a daily log like a normal trucker would do. But you don't carry cargo. You basically just drive across the United States and drop the vehicle off, sleep in a hotel for 10 hours, and do it again. If you don't feel like working next week, ask dispatch for a vehicle that needs to be near where your house is located. The best part is, you make your own days off, because you are your own boss. PM me some info, if you would please. I'm currently OTR Yankin Arifa. What type of EXP is required and what's the salary like etc. My goodness, I woke up to some stupid comments. I was a funeral musician for quite a long time. 4-6 funerals a week. Mainly Catholic services. I made approximately $40k a year just in funeral service fees. Most people I know think I'm joking when I tell them I did that as a job. Basically, I show up at funerals and play endorsing religious service music. I could do it almost without thinking, since there are really only 20-25 songs/hymns that people want to hear at a funeral. You show them a list of suggestions and they get their service music. Easy peasy. The tomes where you got an odd request were exciting by comparison. Show up 15 minutes before. Leave 10 minutes after. Collect your check on the way out. It sounds pretty heartless the way I describe it. Perhaps it is a bit. That sort of mindset is needed. However, to have any shot at being able to do the job, we all developed a bit of gallows humor just to cope with the sadness of comforting mourners on a daily basis. However, you can't really know what it's like to do that job until you are actually doing it. I sung at a funeral for 4 dead kids and their mother who died trying to protect them in a freak house fire. I showed up to sing one time for the funeral of a 20-year-old who choked to death on a sour ball. The casket was still open. Some regions of the country have open casket calling hours in the church just before the service. Another time, I sang at the funeral of a woman who had just given birth to her second child. Her family members were wailing and throwing themselves at the casket. If you think you know what I mean by wailing, you probably don't know. It's a unique, haunting sound that creeps into my mind at low moments. I call it the best worst job I'll ever have. Edit. Thank you very much to the kind stranger who gilded my comment. It's my first time getting gold. I now feel like a real Redditor. I've been replying to people's comments along the way, so feel free to ask questions. Having only attended the funeral of a dead infant sibling as a child, I have an intense aversion to funerals. If you wrote a book about this, it would be the best horror story ever in my book. Coincidentally, it would be the best horror story in his book too.